Previously on Pep Talks and Fufu.
I don't think you heard me. I am destined to be lit.
Yes,
so
but you said at the time.
You embodied that.
Yo,
yes, I would have
found her when I was lit. That's how God works. So,
okay.
Because God, He would have known that. Oh, her parents taught her this, Kenny. So we can't address it right now.
She's your queen to be.
Yes, because you know what? Let's talk about that. Because that's one thing I will give niggas credit for. You know who you can step to and who you need to leave the fuck alone.
Wait, I have to inject here. So that is true.
Yeah.
But sometimes you cannot be intimidated.
No. I'm not telling you to be intimidated.
But some men might be
a lot of men are intimidated.
And that ain't my motherfucking problem.
And I'm like that. I don't like that.
Because if you're intimidated by me, we don't need to be together.
Exactly.
Period.
But then some men don't have that confidence because they weren't taught it or they never grew into it.
Right.
So that I don't know who to blame for that.
And it's funny. It's interesting that you say that because you are in a very privileged position because you grew up with your dad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot of black men did.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So I grew up in a blended family. Yep. I have two moms and a dad. So, and I don't use the word, I like to say this all the time. I don't use the word step. I don't call my mom step. I call her mom.
Black people don't use step.
Yeah,
I don't
or half.
We don't do any of that. You're my brother, because I have a blended family too.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I feel like if my dad's wife, my mom, if she would ever call me like stepson, I think like
it's insulting.
It would feel. I would feel like, oh man, you don't love me like your other kids.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny that you say that because like in Ghanaian. In our culture, it's like if my mom is married to my dad and all of his brothers refer to my mom as their wife. They refer to me as their children.
Yep.
Like
wait, hold up. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Say that again for me.
So
okay, put it this way. You are married to Denise.
Okay.
Greg is your homie.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Greg can say Denise is his wife. Not to sleep with her or anything like that.
That's how much I care about her.
It's a responsibility.
If something were to happen to you, Greg is coming in and taking care of your shit.
All of it. Like,
so it's actually an insult if you have a sibling and that sibling asks you, how are your children? You're supposed to say, how are my children?
How are my kids?
If you say that, that's an insult.
Yep.
Like, because
I like that.
You're not.
You know that
you're
teaches.
It's a village raises. It takes a village to raise a child. But that's why that's an African proverb, because we literally embody that in our culture.
That's why literally everybody that is my grandmother's brother or sister is my grandparent. Mm-hmm. I've never called them uncle or aunt. That's my grandpa. Mm-hmm. That's my grandma.
Or anybody like that's your mom, that's close to your mom, is your auntie. Like, that's your mother's sister, period. It don't matter if it's her friend.
If it's my mother's...
If it's your mother's sister,
it's
your
mother's
mom.
Sister, she's my mom.
Yeah, you call her mom. Or you, Mama Rachel, or you distinguish it, but and everything, even with the men, it's,
Yep.
so-and-so.
I like that.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
So, we've talked about
We're just gonna give them the spice
things.
today. It's just gonna be the spice. We don't need no excuse me, Miss Fufu. We don't need no pep talk.
Yeah, you're all
just
gonna catch it today. We're gonna talk about this toxic masculinity and this fragile.
I think. Well, so let's define the word toxic masculinity.
We can define it.
I need a baseline.
I got a baseline for you.
Let's get a baseline.
So toxic masculinity, the definition, like simple, it's when men feel because of their sex, because of the fact that they are males, they feel superior to women. Mm-hmm. Period. And that they can get away with anything because they are men and we are women. So, I don't want you to talk to me like I'm not interested. No, I'm a man. You want to talk to me because I'm a man. You're a woman. You're beneath me. I'm a man and I'm telling you that you want to talk to me. I'm telling you that I want you. You should be bowing down.
Yeah. Or in situations of like, not really, in my opinion, not very comfortable with their own sexuality.
Yes.
Because they think that society is going to see them as
that's another part
less
of it.
masculine.
Yes, so like
if
not
something's
kissing their
happened.
sons on the cheek.
Yes.
Or not letting their sons go to an all-boys school.
Or engaging in a supposed homosexual act with your girlfriend.
Say what now?
So basically, like, okay, so there's this whole thing, like, on Twitter of, like, guys getting their ass ate by women. Like, any type of anal play, but you're doing it with a woman, is seen as, like, emasculating or like, quote unquote gay, even though you're in the act with a woman.
I mean, hey, whatever. Hey, if one of my friends ever came to me and said something like that, I'm like, bro, whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. That's cool. That's you and your girl. I don't care. I'm not gonna think anything of you. That's what you guys like. That's what you like. Like, what do I do?
There's always like these questions of like, oh, if your girl does this to you, like, does that make you gay? How does that even make sense if it's your girl doing
Oh, you
it?
know what? Let's
I
talk
don't
about
care.
this. I want to get into this. I'm gonna take it.
How does that make sense?
So let's talk about tossing the salad.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna tread lightly.
I don't want it to be directed at you. We're not gonna get personal. But men don't want their salads tossed.
I think
Because they
No,
think
no,
it's
Because they
quote
think it's
unquote
gay.
No,
But your G spot is in your ass.
Communication is key. I listen. So I think if both of you come together and explain what you guys like and don't like and what you want to try or never done, whatever you guys do, just know it's just two people.
Or like, okay, when guys say like no homo or pause.
That's because hip hop taught us that, man. That's what we are just people of society. Like
That's masculinity so fragile.
it is, but like it is fragile. And like I'm not saying like we haven't been taught this. We've been fed this our entire lives. My father has fed that into me. That you are a man. Da 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 da. I get it, bro. Bruh, but like there's certain things I feel like I get it. Like I get it. There's like, but like I said, double standard is this. I feel like my wife shouldn't have to take out the trash. I feel like, but then I do grocery shopping.
But you also don't doubt that she's capable of taking out the trash.
I don't doubt.
And that's what the toxic masculinity is. If you looked
Okay.
at your wife
Like
and
she
thought,
couldn't.
like she couldn't,
No.
or she's incapable of shoveling, or
on, man.
you want her Denise
Yo,
to be barefoot and
listen.
pregnant and not work.
I am domestic as fuck.
My nigga.
We know you are.
I do laundry. I iron clothes. I do dishes.
That's why
I
you're so
take
pretty.
out the. You know what though? I'm gonna say this with the whole like gender roles. I like the fact that they have some of them. I agree. I am a little old school, but I do agree on some of the gender merging. Like, listen, if it wasn't for Denise, I wouldn't. I like getting pedicures and manicures.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it.
Good for you.
I like sitting there and just like get my feet done. Yeah, she's speaking a different language. Don't know if she's talking shit to me or not, but it's okay because I got these jets going and I'm chilling. You understand? And I can look at my feet as a man, like, wow, they're not ugly. I don't have to be embarrassed to wear some chaquetas in the summertime. You understand? That's cool. And I don't like having dirty. I never like having dirty nails.
Yeah, that's gross.
It is gross, and I understand that for women. That's when I say pay attention to detail. Like I feel like when a woman looks at your nails, if there's dirt in there, she don't want you touching her.
No,
Absolutely not. Why would I
give
want
me
that?
a yeast
But
infection?
then a lot of
Get outta here
guys
with your
don't pay
dirty-ass
attention to
nails.
that.
But we talked about that in like our period episode about guys.
Guys are nasty.
But let's see. I don't even think that. I don't think that's nasty. I think whatever floats your boat. I'm not gonna yuck.
That's why I say guys are nasty.
I'm not gonna yuck. I'm not gonna yuck
lot of
anybody's
guys won't
yuck.
do that, though.
However, but that's the thing. Guys get
You'd be surprised. The stories like
right, but guys get finicky about the period and all of that good stuff.
Yo, look, stop. Guys get finicky amongst their guys. When they're with their girl by themselves behind those closed doors, things go down.
So all these niggas out here are lying.
Some of them might be.
All of them are running red lights.
Some of them might be. And that's your girl. You might just be like, yo, how light is it? Is it light? Some guys are crazy. Like they don't get you, girl. That's your.
That's the same thing with like, you know,
like,
when women feel like they always have to be like freshly waxed and like it's always the nigga that's like, girl, if you don't bring your ass over,
I don't care.
No shave November.
If you really, if that's your partner and that's who
you're rocking with. Your good days, your bad days.
Hey, I get first impressions. You know that first time you have, you know what, tonight he gonna get it right. You're like, I'm gonna make sure this. You understand? Make sure it's all right. He's probably gonna make sure he
actually washed his balls.
He manscaped
and got in
put
the
a little
scrotum
powder down there, and like make some anti. And guys, just to let you know, there are sprays so that you don't sweat in between your balls. So if she does go down on you, it smells good. It smells nice.
Thank you,
do her
Kenny.
a favor.
Thanks, Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny. PSA.
It's just because my mom taught me hygiene. She didn't want me to be the smelly kid in class. So
Shout out to
I evolved that all the way around.
Shout out to Kenny's mama. Mama K.
So like, just to let you know, guys, like, if she goes down there and it smells nice, she's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Just understand. But
she might even do some exploring.
Yeah, exactly. So hygiene's a big thing, and like I feel like when first impressions, you got it. Like it's first impressions. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure, like, just to let you know, oh, this is popping. But as you guys get used to it, it's still popping. But today's off day. But we mess with each other, so it's cool.
Don't nobody care about no peach fuzz.
Yeah, like, come on, get out of here. Come here. Come get this. Come get this.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just hear too many things about the whole like, oh, I'm not running no red lights, like da da da.
Guys speak different.
So let's talk about the
people.
locker room. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the locker room because niggas love to talk and they like to perpetuate the stereotype that women are the gossipers when it's literally a projection of what their actions are.
No. Okay, this generation of men be yapping. I want to say a lot of them be pillow talking. And I think in the locker room is just stupid talk. Some guys just don't want to feel left out of the conversation. Some guys want to, like, that's how they feel like they can boast themselves and like boost their alpha like status by saying, well, oh yeah, her, like, this is not cool. Me personally, I like keeping my information as low as I possibly can. Cause I'm the type of guy, I don't like, I've never been impressed. I don't want to. I understand that you might end up messing with a girl that one of your boys end up messing with. It happens.
How do you feel about that?
It all depends on where you want to be with that person.
So, okay, if it's a girl that like you're in a relationship with, like you're gonna be taken seriously.
Stop. That probably wouldn't happen if you know already.
But that's what I'm saying. If you didn't know, like
if you didn't know, but then that's
no,
kind of
you
messed
would
up.
know.
You know,
like
that's
you
your
would know.
boy. If your boy didn't tell you, that's messed up.
Okay.
I say the same thing. Like our episode about like mind your business. I don't give a fuck who you slept with as long as it's in my inner circle. But I would have known.
Right.
Yeah, and if you do, that's your choice.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen that happen in my life, but like that's your choice. Like me, it's like maybe it's my insecurity. It's not insecurity, but like I don't like these thoughts in my head of knowing that somebody that I know what it's like to be with you. Like no, not just like y'all dated for a little bit or went out a couple of dates, but no, what pleases you.
Okay.
That when you say masculine so fragile, that right there puts a little dent in, like, it's like,
yeah, I've seen that.
That's my guy, so he's probably gonna be at my wedding. He's probably gonna be, and like it kind of like some men deal with it better than others, and I'm not saying I couldn't deal with it. It's just that is your first thought. You understand? It's like,
and nobody wants to deal with that, period.
Yeah,
like,
they
let's
don't.
keep it real.
But if you love the person, it is what it is.
Right.
You're adults. If you love them, you love them. You get past it, you get past it. You know what I'm saying? That's your guy, and he's like, yo, I'm never stepping over boundaries. That's y'all. She's great for you, and that's cool.
But that's exactly why I said, like, I don't want to, if I knew that it was someone that I know, and I know, like, what it's like to be with you. Now, I'm picturing you doing the same shit that you did to me, to her. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it takes a special type of being an adult.
I'm childish.
It's okay. I get it. And I like the fact that you're honest
and she's
about
honest
that.
about it.
Yeah, but
everybody knows I'm childish.
Everybody knows she's childish.
And it happens. It takes it. It's like, and like, you don't think you're not going to know who I listened to that episode too. I listened to all of them. So don't think you're not going to know who they have slept with in the past.
Right.
Oh, you might not know them, but you know their face.
So now let me ask you this. Because I feel like, especially for me, because I'm in my first relationship, right? So with that being said, I'm not concerned who my partner has dealt with because it's not in my inner circle.
Okay, that's fine.
Howsoever, like, I'm also not going to feel away if we cross paths with those people that they've previously been with.
That's when I say that takes a special type of adulthood.
Right.
You understand? Because you have to have a certain level of what's the word I'm looking for? Just like when you grow up.
Maturity.
Maturity.
Thank you.
Okay, but the thing about it is,
childish people don't know
I
that
also, so I also view, because of how I grew up, I also view like intimate relationships as very intentional type of situations. So with that being said, I feel like it's like, what is your intent in being with someone? Like, what is your intent when you're obviously married, but like, let's talk about that. Like, what got you there? Did you intentionally seek out your wife?
No.
Okay. Cause I feel like men, a lot of niggas are out here just balls to the walls.
Yeah.
And they don't do things with intention, but yet girls are the ones that are crazy. We're the ones that are clingy.
Or I feel like a lot of men will end up marrying the girl that they basically put through the most abuse. Like,
no, it's not.
Because she deserves it. She held me down, or she stayed with me because
she
while
paid
I was
my
dogging
bills.
her out.
Yep.
Like she never left, so you deserve this pity ring.
Can I tell you? I know a nigga that is married to his wife, and he has literally told me his wife is a good girl, and he's put her through a lot of shit. So it's like I had to marry her.
Yeah.
So that's not cool. So
do you know how many men?
But niggas do that.
I didn't go looking for a wife.
Okay.
So the reason why is because my situation, I had kids. I was trying to get my financial situation status. Like I was pursuing a dream. I had a lot of things that was going on in my life, right? So like I didn't know if I could like give my attention that way, right? Or at least in that permanent status.
I was gonna say, because I think that's an excuse.
It is an excuse, but like I'm not looking for it. I wasn't
Right.
I wasn't out there looking for it. Like I need to find my wife. I know eventually I wanted to get married.
You felt how strongly I grabbed your wrist
Yeah,
when you
I know.
said that,
I get it.
right?
I get it. It's not that I didn't want to get married. Eventually, I wanted to be married. I want to have a family.
So that was a desire of yours, but not in that moment when you met your wife.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that's how it usually happens.
Right.
You understand? So like she.
Yeah, you're not really looking for it.
No. She
Unless
just.
it's a situation of a nigga dogging out with the same girl for so many years and then feeling like,
Well, that's Stockholm.
But like,
That's Stockholm syndrome.
and like you said though,
and a lot of women will accept that.
because
like,
niggas
it's
will
scary.
treat you how you allow them to treat you. However, I feel like with certain women with like daddy issues and mommy issues and things of that nature, because I know I have mommy issues. I don't have daddy issues. My dad was not present. However, the way my mother is bitter about men,
That can create a bitter woman.
Exactly. And it's to the point where my family, up until very recently, they all thought I was gay. Because I didn't bring men around them, because that's how bitter my mother is about men.
You ever kiss a girl?
I have.
Oh, I just asked because you said.
I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah.
So like random thought. I thought about that. I'm just like, what would I do? You know what? Forget it. Go ahead.
No, actually, I want to talk about that too. That's going to be provoking. Let's get it all out. So go ahead, finish it. Finish the thought.
I thought of like, okay, like, cause I hear that so much now, like in conversation with ladies, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I've kissed a girl before, or this and that with a girl. I'm like, wow, that's like,
and
really?
men can't do
Men
that.
can't do that.
What?
And
Masculinity so fragile.
Masculinity so
You
fragile.
a guy?
Yeah,
I'm not
because
attracted
guys.
to guys.
But it's
I can say guys that look. Here's me. I can say a guy is attractive.
Yep.
I know when a man is attractive. I'm like, yeah, you get busy, bruh. Yeah, I get it. I can see why. You understand? I see why. Like, I can get it. I get it. You understand?
But y'all don't. I mean, y'all are made. Well,
because you guys don't love men the way we love women, right? I'm not a lesbian, but I appreciate.
Some men do love men the way you love women.
I've never met a man.
Oh, okay.
I've never met a man that loves men the way I love women.
Well, San Francisco.
But I'm not gay.
yeah. I mean, that's
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
You get what I'm saying?
Y'all
Like,
don't
I can
embrace,
appreciate a
or
woman.
Y'all don't feel like you can be as fluid with your sexuality
Oh man,
as
I've been
women.
looking at certain these athletes in that locker room. They're like really affectionate with each other, bro. They might not be gay, but they be like.
But that's a camaraderie because they're working towards a common
But
goal.
then that's no.
But would you ever see one tongue one down?
No, but he'll grab friend, like, yeah, boy, I see you. Like, guys doing some borderline sus things.
But
like
let's talk about that.
rules.
Even though sus, why is it sus?
It's not suspect. That's what it is. It's not suspect.
It's
We
not
say that
suspect.
as men because we've been taught that.
And
but
that's what I'm saying.
I use pro athlete world because that happens a lot.
Right.
It's not, they're not gay, but they just do things that people might think like, bro, what are you doing? But like they do them each other and it's funny to them.
But girls do that and it's mad normal.
Exactly, because society.
I grab Pep's boobs
It's a
all the
double
time.
standard. It's a double standard. It's a double standard. I'm pretty sure there's some pro athlete locker rooms where guys just run around with the towel wet, just slapping people's butts. Like, I don't care. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what we just said, like, I'm like, oh, who hasn't kissed a girl? Like, being a girl.
Right.
But, like...
And, like, kissing a girl on her lips is very different from tugging a girl down. I didn't say I made out with a girl, but
I've made out with a girl.
I've never made out with a girl.
But a guy can't be like, oh, I made out with a guy, but I'm straight.
society won't let that happen.
Exactly.
And that's crazy. That's crazy.
They're like, you're gay, bro. No, I'm not gay.
You're not gay.
They're like, I don't know.
But I'm not
I
gay,
can
but
kiss a girl and I'm not gay. Like,
Exactly.
that's fucked up. Because the thing about it is, sexuality is a spectrum. Sexuality is fluid. Because at the end of the day...
Isn't that a thing now? I'm
What?
sexually fluid? Meaning that you are not gay, you're not straight. You
I
just
don't know. I can't keep up.
I can't keep up. I
It's
don't
a
know nothing
term.
about that.
That is a term.
Yeah.
That is a term. Go ahead.
But apparently men can't be masculine.
But yeah, because at the end of the day, if a man said that, even women would still be like, he's
Yeah.
gay. Women do it.
Yeah.
I'm
Women
not
do
gonna
it.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. If one of my friends or somebody I was in conversation with was like, "Yeah, I kissed a guy. I'm not gay." I'm like, "You sure you're not gay? Do you like kissing guys?" I want to know.
So what? So you would want to unpack
I'm curious.
it.
I
would want to unpack
My
it.
curiosity has now been
right. You were
intrigued.
Curious with a girl.
What? I just did. That's why you think I asked Pat.
He asked me, yeah.
If you were gay.
No, he asked me.
She said,
I told
I
him
thought
my
the family
family
thought
thought
was
they were
gay,
lesbians, and he was like, "Have you
ever
ever kissed a girl?"
I started to unpack
Yes, he unpacked it.
Okay.
that. So like, I'm not gonna judge
He
you.
passed your test.
But
food.
no, but then I said, who hasn't? You didn't ask me if I was gay
You
or if
ju-
But you didn't
You-
bring up the fact that your family thought you
Yeah,
were a
that's
lesbian.
why I went towards Pep. She very said that. And, then
And you know what? And it's not just my family. To this day, people think I'm gay. Like people think I'm gay, and that's because speaking of masculine, I have masculine energy.
But you see
So
how
I've been
you.
approached by a gay guy before,
Huh?
a couple times.
But did you feel a way about it?
No, I just
And
felt like,
were you
wow,
offended?
black
And it's
dude?
interesting because
A lot of guys
I-
would be offended.
I
Like,
have
you think I'm
masculine
gay,
energy,
bro?
and I think Kenny is masculine, but I think Kenny definitely carries a lot of feminine energy.
Yeah, he does.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't take away from who he is as a man.
Right.
But most men would not sit here and let me say that to them.
My mother taught me a lot of things.
Or
that
would
I
be
take-
offended.
Or
that
would
a
be
gay
offended, like,
guy
"Oh, you
came
calling
on
me
to
a
them."
bitch?
Yeah.
What I try to tell all like men should really pay attention. Like you learn a lot from your dad, right? That you won't learn from your mom, and you learn a lot from your mom. Like men learn how to charm women by charming their mother. Mommy, please, can I have this? Mommy, come on, mom. Okay, and they start like doing these little things, these attributes that they gain. They learn from the mom. Where women, they learn how to like get seduce men away from their dad. Like, daddy, please, daddy. Or like you figure out ways to talk to your
But
dad
many
in a
women,
sense.
like I didn't grow up with my dad. So for me, that's why I have so much masculine energy though. Because I know what my dad put my mom through, and I know who she became, what type of woman she ended up becoming as a result. So all these niggas are catching it. Because I still aspire. I
But
want
does
to
that
have
mean also that on a scientific level, some women just have more testosterone than regular women?
Yeah.
And I actually do. I've been tested for it. I have high levels of testosterone in my blood. I do. Hormonally, that is a thing. Absolutely.
That's why I always say like some women do exude that, and that's if you break it down scientifically, they do have more testosterone than the normal woman.
Than the normal woman. Absolutely. Yep. And I do have that because I have a hormone disorder.
But you said I have feminine traits. Does that mean I have more estrogen?
I'm not a doctor. You're the one who brought that medical stuff up, so I'm not going there.
No, yeah, I have traits from my mom. My mom primarily raised me. Like I went to my mom's house during the week, dad's house on the weekend. But my dad is a full-time dad. Like I do not take that away from him.
Yeah.
I met my dad when I was in like the 6th or 5th, in between 5th and 7th grade. But like he was a full-time dad. That's that. Like, yeah, we didn't grow up in the same, but that's a full-time dad. So, and I get traits from him too. So like, I I feel like women teach men how, like, a man can't teach a man how to make a woman feel like a certain way. Like, I guess love. I don't think men can teach that. I think a mother,
Nurture.
a mother teaches a man how to love a woman. Like, I think that I had an accent for a second, but I think that's what you get from men. It's like from your mom. It's like, okay, this is what you should be doing. Like, you just watch her and like what makes her happy, what little things like make her smile, or what little things make her want to do things for you.
So let me ask you this, because in light of the Neverland documentary, which I haven't finished watching,
I'm not watching it.
But every
Why?
I don't know if I can.
You know what? You want to know why I watched it? Because I have kids, so I can't. I
know I started watching it strictly for research purposes.
Are you guys gonna give your opinions?
Well, I watched it specifically because of this episode today. I knew we were gonna, so that's why I had watched it and I didn't finish it. However, it was just part 1 that I was watching. But what you just said about the mothers, we all know that Joe Jackson was abusive.
I think Mike, go ahead. I'll let you finish your point.
So with that's my point. So with that being said, seeing how Joe Jackson treated his wife in front of their children, what next? Like, where is one? Where do you think a man should go from there after witnessing that? Because men do witness that. And as a social worker, like the cases, the parents that I get, that's where my parents of the kids that I'm trying to protect, those are the situations that they come from. And it's really fucked up.
Okay. I'm going to say yes. Michael Jackson is the perfect example for trauma as a child.
Exactly.
He is I'm talking about from his dad, from his childhood being you're 5 years old and you're being put to work. You know what I'm saying? You should be 5 playing with
And that's
Tommy
why his growth
door.
and development was stunted at the age of 9, and he was a grown-ass man playing with 9-year-olds kids.
He was on tour. He had older brothers.
Yep.
So you're in a Jackson 5. God knows if his older brothers were having sex in a room while he was just there. You know what I'm saying? So with all this put this said, yes, Michael could be sick. It could be sick, right? Let's say he's sick. Whatever sickness you want to be, does it make any of the accusation or the possibility of the way he did right? No. I love Michael Jackson, and just because I love Michael Jackson, I love his music. Just if he did this, doesn't mean I hate what he has done creatively. We had done creative. If it inspires you, inspires you. But like, what I can't take off the table if he did it or not because I have children. Because then I start thinking like, yo, if somebody did that to my kid, what I would do? You know what I'm saying? And I can't put that off the table. And then as an adult, let's be real, honestly. We were all young as hell when Michael was popping, when we realized who Michael was, right?
Yeah.
So we don't really know the aspect of the news of people talking about, all we see is this guy's moonwalking, he got the shiny jackets, his shoes, step on stage, bodies are floating in the crowd, right? Just, but when I start going back and looking, and when I start looking at things, there are some flags as an adult that you be like, I can make up every excuse. Oh, he loves kids. He's innocent. He's a kid himself.
I think that's why I can't bring myself to watch it.
That's what's hard.
Because I'm someone that cannot separate the artist from the art.
And that's okay that especially because you are admitting that.
Yeah, I can't. So maybe that's why I haven't brought
But for me, Michael is not here. That's the problem. The only issue that I have with this current documentary is that this man is dead.
Okay, and it's a one-sided documentary.
And it's very one-sided.
I think that's why, too.
My thing is, I do think Michael may have been doing some inappropriate things, but he in his mind might not know.
I don't think he did that maliciously.
Yeah,
I mean, we could say the same thing about R. Kelly, though. Because he's also someone that suffered from sexual abuse as a child. Yes. But you didn't seek any type of help. And that's why I have to separate the artist from the art. Absolutely. I cannot listen to R. Kelly, especially because knowing that you wrote these songs thinking about children, there's no fucking way.
And you were hiding in plain sight.
Well, you're not.
And there's all this damning evidence. It's not one-sided.
Right.
It's not one-sided.
You are not alone.
It was written by R. Kelly.
I know.
Oh yes, they did say
but
that.
I can't. But that's
so
what I'm saying.
That makes you think like, do they know about each other's? And then you know what? It makes me think about that industry.
Imagine if they were trauma buddies, because they that's a thing. They call it like program love. Like especially children who like are in residential programs or in foster
Oh yeah, you
care
have a. I mean,
and
you
things
have the same thing, the
that's
same
like,
trauma.
and
we
so
talk about
y'all
it.
just that's what you connect over.
I don't. It's just that documentary did open my eyes to a lot of things and a lot of red flags that was going on. Is it enough for me to crucify Michael and say he did it? Not there. I'm not there yet at crucifying
real.
him. I'm not there yet, but I'm not taking it off the table that he possibly.
I don't think we're anybody to crucify, but we are in a cancel culture. You know what I
Whether
mean?
you want to call it cancel, I don't care. It's just that I'm at the point where like, okay, whether everything to me at this moment, every possible conspiracy or fact is possible. Yes, these guys could be mad at Michael and they wanted money. Yes, the labels and the industry were just so mad that Michael had all this power, they're trying to destroy his legacy so he can just take anything and everything that he can.
Right.
Yes, it's possible that he did do these things.
Yep.
Yes, it's possible that
Possibilities are endless.
it's possible these dudes are just they're just scorned and then like they were trying to like be part of like Michael's estate and they said no and he's like, you know what, I've done so much, kept this secrets for so long and you guys still burning my bridge. Nope, I'm telling.
Yeah, but the thing that's hard to separate like that from R. Kelly is that there is so much actual physical proof.
We live in that era where we
R.
need proof,
Kelly.
so that's why
Yes.
it's easier
So it's like,
to believe R.
and
Kelly.
that sucks because you should automatically believe victims until
exactly.
they prove you wrong. But in this case, it's like y'all really can't prove us wrong with a dead man.
Right.
And it sucks too because like you have the whole fact that the FBI had a 10-year investigation. You trying to tell me the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, for 10 years was watching this guy.
And
probably
didn't do nothing.
had cameras or people mic'd up or like all this
And
stuff.
haven't found
and didn't
anything,
find
like,
nothing.
concrete.
Yeah,
That's why
like-
it's hard.
And let's also be very clear. The demographics of the victims are different. Nobody capes for black girls.
No.
And these are white men. So these are the most privileged
I'm
men
going to
who
say
we're talking
this
about.
right now. I'm with keep the same energy. So if Michael
Yes.
did do this, we gotta get him out of here.
Exactly.
But I
Absolutely.
need to see a documentary on Harvey Weinstein. I need diversity in this whole Me Too
Absolutely.
movement. I need diversity. Y'all need to stop making black men the face of this monstrosity.
Yeah, no.
However,
true.
but
Like-
then we go back to media. Who
controls the media?
Look at who's in those spaces. White people.
I get that, but like, if we're gonna keep this energy, if we want to change its culture, if we want to move things forward and evolve as human beings,
Cap. Take a knee.
Yeah.
That little pause. Fu just showed us her phone and was like, "This is it." So that was that visual pause. Take a knee.
yeah.
Take a knee. Take a knee. So I guess we're gonna take a knee here, y'all, because
Yeah, we could go on.
yeah, we
and
could.
on and on.
And you know, we might do a part 2 of this. Y'all let us know your thoughts. This is our first guest. And we're super thankful to have Mr. Dubuisson as our first guest. Like, this
I'm
is so
grateful,
dope.
and I'm honored. Like when you guys asked, I was like, "What?"
Yo, Kenny was mad. Yo, he was like, "Why do you want me to do this?"
Like, why me? Why?
But again, yeah, no, it was, you were perfect.
You were perfect.
You've gone through life. You've lived your life. You can admit your mistakes. You can see we clearly can see your areas of growth.
You've evolved, definitely.
Your duality, your intersectionality, it's real, it's relatable, and we fuck with you, so that's why you're here.
You guys are so great.
So
I mean, we know.
I ain't gonna deny that. Thanks though.
Saucy.
But it's also why you're here. So
Man.
Thanks, Kenny.
Well, thank you guys. Like this was like I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because like I probably don't even know my voice sounds recorded anymore.
because
I
it's been
know.
so long.
You understand?
Yeah.
So like just to be in this
we
environment.
hate our voices.
It's
I'm
like that in
getting
the
used to
beginning.
it now,
It's like that in the
though,
beginning.
because now I have to listen to everything before we publish it so I can write the description.
I know.
And so I'm like, oh, okay. I'm getting used to my voice, which is making me happy because this shit, in the beginning, I'm like, I can't listen
You
to
don't,
it.
yeah.
"Oh."
He's like, that's what I sound like? You like,
Yeah.
this is what people hear when I speak?
Yes.
And every time I say it, everyone's like, "Oh, you guys sound great." I'm like, "Don't lie to me."
Exactly.
That's so funny.
So, all right, y'all, we're going to get out of here. This was a heavy serving of pepper soup.
Yeah, it was
So
spicy.
as you can see, we're kind of establishing a pattern here. So this will happen where it's just like, yo, we just need to give all of our focus to the pepper soup.
Yeah.
And we needed to, this is a very important topic.
Pretty sure this was over an hour.
And yeah, y'all enjoy it. And let us know your thoughts. Do not get comfortable with our episodes, because
that ain't happening.
It's not happening.
Yeah, unless it's like a guest, like as great as Kenny.
Yeah.
You see how they make me blush?
And
See
we
that?
could have literally talked to him all day.
Yeah, we just literally cut the conversation short, but we'll probably
We're
go somewhere and
broke, and the studio, it's just time to go. So
sponsorships, we would love sponsors
if
for
y'all
studio
want to
time.
sponsor us or know someone that would like to sponsor us,
Just a little bit.
you know where to find us.
Yeah.
Just make sure you include your Cash Apps now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Me.
I'll say mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
While you get ready. It's the same as my Instagram, Perpetual
mine's
Anastasia.
not.
The money sign, PERPETUAL. My
Yeah.
money shit is the same as my Instagram shit. It is what it is.
Mine's just Akuya Sam, AKUASAM, and
You don't like pronounce the letters as you spell your name?
Akuya Sam.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, so it's not an English name.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so-
what I say. Why you don't like me? I'm programmed to say my name: D as in David, U, B as in boy, U, I, S as in Sam, S as in Sam, O, N as in Nancy. That's how I spell my last name all the time.
Well, if I spell my whole last name out, but I just said Sam, S-A-M. Who
I know,
doesn't
but
know
like,
how to say Sam?
Yeah, but I get it.
AKUA.
Yeah, you're
Those
right.
aren't like weird letters,
You're
like
right, you're
S
right.
as in Frank, or like,
Right.
that
Or
sound
B
like
as in D, so you're like boy or
Right,
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
So phonetically things can get confusing.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like the Tree and the Ghanaian African language, like English language in general is the most fucked up. Like it's
it really
on purpose.
is. And it's so funny, like the things that like,
And it's oppressive.
the letters that like my parents can't pronounce. Like
Yep.
they L's, fuck L's. Like L's and R's. Oh, you want to cut the glass? I'm like, you mean the grass? Like the whole Angela.
Andra, where are you? Andra. But even for me, like Liberians, I don't know what their problem is, but my family, like on my Liberian side, they call me Pet. Petty Pet. They can't pronounce the P. Petty Pet. That's what they call me, Petty Pet.
Yeah, that's funny.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. But you know what my mother always says? Oh, she'll use a word and I'll be like, Ma, are you trying to say this word? And she'll be like, yeah, that one. I don't know. You know I don't know English.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was my mom's excuse for everything. Like I told you, we can't afford to die. She's like, I can't be on the news. You know my English is no good.
I would just say the random things just to hear my mother say that. I was like, yep, I'm gonna bait you.
Yo, we're gonna get out of here, y'all.
Yeah, that's our time.
We'll see you next week. Take care. Stay black. And yeah, we'll catch you later.
Kenny,
thanks for listening.
Tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so my Instagram, or I tweet, but I'm only on Twitter to hide, to say things because nobody pays attention to me on there anymore. So that's kind of cool. I let my shit off on there. But
I gotta follow you.
yeah. But all across the board, my social media name is Mr. Dubuisson. So it's MRD as in David, U B as in boy, U I S as in Sam, S as in Sam, O N as in Nancy.
Thanks, Kenny.
Yo, his shit was equally long as mine.
Yeah.
So we out here.
Y'all gotta shorten your shit.
No, fuck that. You
Nah,
better learn
man.
my name.
You gonna say that?
Yeah, say my name.
Okay.
All right,
Bye,
bye, y'all.
guys.
Peace.